Would you like to find a home in Italy online in just a few minutes? In this video, I'll show you the top 3 Italian real estate websites and walk you step by step through the process, so you can find your dream home anywhere in the country. For convenience, I'll show the sites on desktop, but of course, they are all accessible from smartphones and tablets too. The first website I recommend trying is 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗗, Italy's leading real estate portal. It's the most visited and widely used by both private sellers and agencies. The interface is clear and intuitive. As soon as you enter, you'll immediately find the internal search engine to browse the listings you're interested in. To change language, click on Italiano at the top right of the homepage. A menu will open with the available options. I'll select English, but there are also other languages, including French, German, and Spanish. The process is identical on smartphones and tablets. Just above the search bar, you'll see several sections. Buy lets you browse properties for sale. Simply select it and enter the features of the property you're looking for. We'll see an example in a moment, since this is probably the section you'll use most. The Rent section shows properties for rent, while Auction lists home being sold through public auction. In this case, the property goes to whoever places the highest bid. Agencies helps you find real estate agencies registered on 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗗 in a given area. Prices allows you to check property prices in most Italian municipalities. A very interesting feature I'll come back to shortly. Finally, AI Search lets you describe the property you're looking for, and the artificial intelligence will automatically select the most suitable listings. I've tested it, but I still recommend using the traditional search you're about to see, because it's more accurate. Let's see how to use this portal to find your dream home. Click on the search bar. A drop-down menu will open with 3 available options. The first is Open Map and Select. With this feature, you can pick up the area you're interested in directly on the map of Italy. You can move freely across the map or simply type in the town or area you want. The second option is Draw Area on Map. This lets you draw an area of interest directly on the map. Once the area is selected, just click Search, and the site will show all available listings there. It's an original feature, but a bit imprecise. I personally never use it. The third and final option is Distance from a Point. This allows you to search for properties based on their distance from a specific location you set. If the reference point is Arezzo, Piazzale della Repubblica, for example, you can ask the search engine to only show you homes located within, say, 15 minutes by car from that square. You can adjust the travel time and method according to your needs. This feature is especially useful if you want to search within a certain distance from a specific spot in the city. In addition to these 3 functions, there's also the traditional search system, which I recommend starting with. In the homepage search bar, type the area you're interested in, for example, Arezzo. As you can see, you can select either the individual town, the entire province, or even the towns within the province. For some cities, you can narrow it down further by selecting specific neighborhoods, like the historic center, surrounding districts, or suburbs. The bigger the city, the more options you'll have. In my example, I'll choose to view all listings for the city of Arezzo. Now, let's move to the filters, which are numerous and will help refine your search. The first one is Property Type. Here, we'll focus on houses and apartments. On the right-hand side, the Filters section offers many more options. And to get accurate results, you should always set at least a few. Besides property type, you can set the price range, min and max, surface area, minimum number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and many other options to tailor the search to your needs. One of the last filters is Exclude Auction. If you select it, properties sold at public auction will be excluded, giving only those listed by agencies. Once you've set the parameters, click on Search. The list of matching properties will open. You can sort listings by price, from cheapest to most expensive, sites or publication date, starting with the most recent. To view a listing in detail, just click on the picture or the price. Here's an example of a complete listing. It includes plenty of photos, a detailed description, and all the key information to get an initial idea of the property's main features, based on your selected filters. On the right-hand side of the page, you'll see a form to contact the seller, usually agencies, though you'll also find some private listings. If you want to adjust the search, you don't have to start over. Simply go back to the results list and update your filters. As I mentioned earlier, the site also has a dedicated section for property prices, accessible directly from the homepage. Here you'll find data not only for the area you're searching, but also for other Italian towns, often broken down by neighborhood. There are also charts showing price trends over recent years, along with regional market info for both sales and rentals. The data comes from various sources, including the Italian Real Estate Observatory, which publishes official reference values every 6 months. These are, of course, indicative, but very useful to get a sense of prices in a given area. An alternative to 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗢 is 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗀𝒠𝗻𝒠, an international portal designed for people living abroad who want to buy a home in Italy. Here's the home page on desktop. To change the language, scroll down to the bottom, where you'll find the drop-down menu, while on mobile it's easier, thanks to the menu at the top left. In the language menu, you can also change the currency of the listings and the units of measurement of the floor area. A very handy option that makes browsing even easier. The search engine lets you set various parameters based on your preferences. I won't repeat the whole process, since it's very similar to what we've already seen. But I should note that right now it's not possible to exclude auction listings. In general, the results are fewer than on 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗗, since not all Italian agencies use this portal. However, those that do specifically target international buyers, so agents usually speak English. On the homepage, you'll find several sections. I'll highlight the Top Locations section, which lets you explore listings in the most popular areas among foreign buyers, and the Top Property Searches section, which group properties by categories such as seaside properties, sky properties, and more. The third and last website worth checking out is 𝗦𝗨𝗚𝗚𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗗, a very popular site also used in Spain and Portugal. Here's the homepage on desktop. To change the language, just click on the Italian flag at the top. On mobile, the process is similar. Find the flag and select your preferred language. The search engine works similarly to the other sites, though I personally find it less intuitive, especially on mobile. The filters are fairly complete, and unlike Gateway, they do allow you to exclude auction listings. To recap, these are the 3 real estate portals I recommend for finding a home in Italy. My personal favorites are 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗢 and Gateway. No matter which site you use, you can contact agencies directly using the form usually found next to the listing. From there, you can also access the agent's page to see all the properties they've listed on the site. This search system will let you do an initial screening of listings. You can view photos, read descriptions, compare prices and areas. It's a fairly accurate way to get an overview and figure out which homes are worth considering. That said, visiting in person is still essential. Only by going on-site you can truly check the property's condition and all those details you can't see online. If you have any questions, leave a comment and check the description. where you'll find two very important videos I recommend. One about the home buying process in Italy, and the other about how renovations work here. See you soon. Ciao!